Hey guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com and One UI 2.0 is here. And I wonder why it's not called 2UI. Anyway, we have One UI 2.0 installed on a Galaxy S10e, and while it's not a big visual upgrade, it brings quite a few interesting features. So let's talk about that. But before we do that, for all those of you who are new here, I'd suggest you to hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post an awesome new video. Now that you've done that, let's talk One UI 2.0 features. So edge lighting on Samsung phones, especially Samsung flagships with big curved displays, has been a much loved feature. In fact, even MIUI brings it now. Anyway, with One UI 2.0, there are a lot more new edge lighting effects. So as you can see here, the UI has been changed. So you have the effects front and center. And there are these really cool effects. There's heart, fireworks, eclipse, echo, and spotlight. As you can see, they look pretty cool in this preview. Apart from these new effects and the new UI, you get all the other options which have been present all along, like the option to customize the edge lighting color, change the transparency, width, duration, etc. One UI 2.0 also brings a new camera UI, and well, I have mixed feelings about it. Here's the older and the new camera UI side by side, and as you can see, it's not a big difference, but the new UI features these new boxed up text styles that I'm not a fan of. Anyway, what I like is that you no longer have all the modes show up above the shutter button by default. Some of them are here in the more section. You can press hold on these modes to bring them above the shutter button. Yeah, this is a feature that was available in the camera settings, but I like the fact that Samsung has brought it up front. Apart from that, there are new zoom controls here. With the new camera UI, when you access the zoom slider, you get these buttons to quickly jump from 0.5x to 1x to 10x. Yeah, it should be handy. Face recognition, aka face unlock, is getting a lot better with One UI 2.0. First up, there is one big feature. Okay, so now you can add two faces to face unlock in One UI 2.0. Yes, in the face recognition settings, there's a new add alternative look option, similar to what you get with the iPhones. You can use it to either improve face unlock with another look of yours, or you can add a different face altogether if multiple users use your device. But that's not the only new option here. There's also a new require open eyes option to make things more secure. That's all the new, but I did notice that the face unlock of the S10e with One UI 2.0 is a little faster, so that's nice as well. Along with all the new features, One UI 2.0 also brings a lot of Note 10 Plus features to other Samsung devices. Now, one such feature that I really appreciate is the native screen recorder. So now there's a new screen recorder tile in the quick settings page. You can press hold on it to get all the options like quality and sound, and by the way, internal audio recording is supported, or you can just hit it to start the screen recording. As you can see, you have different options here. You can annotate while screen recording, which should come in very handy. You can even add your face to it if you want to add something to your screen record. Yeah, this is really good. So the device care page in Samsung phones is supposed to tell you how your phone is doing when it comes to the battery, the storage, the memory, and the security. Well, it's getting a revamp with One UI 2.0. Here's the new device care UI next to the old one, and well, the new one looks better with a more visual touch to all the details. Other pages in the app also have the new UI, and as you can see, the battery stats are also better with you getting the stats of the day and from last week. There's also a new wireless power share option that gives you more options for the battery limit setting. Anyway, the storage, memory, and security pages too have the new UI, and well, I'd say they certainly look more refined. Look, I've never really liked Samsung's implementation of gestures in One UI. It just felt cluttered and not really well thought. I mean, you couldn't even switch apps quickly. Anyway, good news, One UI 2.0 brings Android 10 gestures on board. You still have the navigation buttons option or the Samsung gestures, but yeah, the Android 10 gestures, while not perfect, are better. So you can swipe up from the bottom to go home, swipe up and hold to see the recent screen, use the edges to go back, swipe diagonally from the corners to activate Google Assistant, and swipe right or left from the bottom to switch between apps. Yeah, these gestures are cool. There's also a new gesture for one-handed mode. Now you can just swipe down on the bottom to activate the one-handed mode. Awesome, right? With One UI 2.0, Samsung is finally bringing digital well-being features to a lot of other Samsung phones that did not have it. And it looks a lot different than the digital well-being you see on stock Android. So here's the digital well-being on One UI 2.0 next to the usual digital well-being page on One UI 1. And as you can see, the UI here is more in line with One UI's design language. Anyway, you can see something weird, right? I mean, how do I have YouTube for 20 hours and Chrome used for 14 hours? Yeah, this is probably a weird bug. And we also get all the features here. You can set the timers on apps, enable wind down, and there's the focus mode. So you get work time so that you only have work apps available, and you have me time where you don't have any of the work apps available. Yeah, you get all the features. So One UI 2.0 brings a lot of other minor changes and features, so let me run them down really quickly. Okay, so the calendar app now supports stickers, and I love the fact that it's so easy to add a sticker and create an event here. There's a new trash feature in File Manager and Contacts so that deleted data remains on your phone for 15 days. Samsung's keyboard now has cursor control. You can press hold on the space bar to control the cursor. Cool, right? Apart from that, like the Note 10 Plus, you get Media and Devices button in the notification shade. There's also a slightly refined UI in the sound page and in the volume control. Lastly, the animations in One UI 2.0 feel a lot like what you get on stock Android, and I think that makes the phone feel more snappy and fun to use. Well, talking about fun, we are doing a really fun giveaway on Twitter where we are giving away a phone worth the number of retweets this tweet gets. And yeah, at the time of shooting this video, it's a 17K, which is like mid-range phone category, so why don't we get into the flagships? So check out these tweets from the link in the description down below and retweet and follow us to enter the giveaway. Anyway, so those were the cool new One UI 2.0 features. So which is your favorite One UI 2.0 feature? Tell us in the comment section below. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and make sure to share it with your friends who are Samsung users. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.